Yo, what is up, guys? It's Mike Green here, and 2 days ago I decided I wanted to start training ranged. So I went to Blue Dragons, right? I know it's not the best range experience, but I was really bored and I just needed something to do. After about an hour, I realized that I really wanted to make a video about this, like a 10 hours of Blue Dragons, right? I know there are some people who are already doing these kinds of videos. Like, I know there's one person who does 3 hours straight on old school RuneScape on like bosses and whatnot, but that's not healthy. I don't want to do that, so I don't want to drop dead or something. And there's also a guy who does like loot from 1,000, blah blah blah. But by any means, I'm not trying to rip them off or whatever. This was more so a challenge to myself. I'm aware that blue dragons don't really have any special drops either. Like they don't drop draconic visages like black dragons do or whatever. But you can still get loot from the rare drop table though. But I didn't really get lucky with that. But then again, it was just like a challenge to myself, so I didn't really care about getting special drops or whatever. So when I started all of this, I had no money left at all because I spent it all on Dragon Bones because I'm aiming to get Soul Split. And I didn't really feel like grinding at Barrows since that is like the only money making method which is useful for me right now because my stats are, well, they are really bad because I don't have Soul Split yet. So I can't really do bossing. But when it comes to my gear setup, I was actually using full royalty hide. I know it's not the best out there, but hey, it's good enough, I'd say. So, and for the amulet and ring, I was using the Saradomin's Murmur and the Archer's Ring, both for the ranged bonus that it gives. And I was also using the Spine Boots and broad-tipped bolts. I know there are better options for this, but these are both nice and cheap, which is perfect for me since I had like no money to begin with. And also the Ava's accumulator is really useful because it only made me lose about 500 bolts in just 10 hours. So that was really useful. If it wasn't for the Ava's accumulator, I would have definitely had to bank multiple times during this. So it was really good. So if you're a low level and you can't really afford bolts, just get the Ava's accumulator and you'll be sorted. Other than that, I had about 5 anti-fire pots with me most of the time, and the rest of the inventory filled with Sign of the Porters. 4, and just a little bit of food because you really don't need any because you can just use your ability regenerate when you get low HP. Also, I did get a few clue scrolls and I only finished the first clue scroll after about 6 hours. So I could have definitely gotten a lot more clue scrolls during that time, but in total I did about 6 clue scrolls. I actually did not count in the time completing those clues with the actual 10 hours. So you can count out about 12 hours instead of 10 if you count the clue scrolls with it. But getting into the actual loot part of the video, right here you can see I got 41 blue charms, 181 crimson charms, and 360 dragon bones, right? So as for the charms, I don't really know if that's a good drop rate for the charms, but I don't really use summoning that much. I don't really do anything with it as for now, so I'm completely fine with this. Now for the dragon bones, I only picked up about 360 of those using magic note paper, so it actually made me lose money because as you can see, 360 magic note paper is about 728k, and the 360 dragon bones themselves is about 650k. So actually this made me lose about 76k, so I stopped doing this. Now, during the remaining of time, I actually used the Bone Crusher instead, so I gained a lot of extra prayer experience, which helps towards getting my soul split. Alright, so are we ready for the final loot check? Let's see what we can get. Alright, so that adds up about to a total of 6,800,000, which is really nice. I did not expect this at all. I thought it would be way worse. But then again, as you can see, I actually got quite a few good drops from the clue scrolls. As you can see, I got 4 not skipping tickets, which are a total of about 800k, which is really nice. It was actually a clue scroll that was really bad, and I actually re-rolled it, which made me change from about 100k to 1 mil, which was really awesome. But then again, I had some really bad clue scrolls, which was quite a waste of time, but this is completely fine with me. I also got a drop from the rare drop table, which was the 75U logs, which was actually one of the worst drops from the rare drop table that you can get. It's only 14k, so it was So it was really bad. I was kind of disappointed by it, but whatever. It's a rare drop table drop nonetheless, so it's good enough for me. Now, if we actually take the money that it cost to get all the sign of porters that I used, it will actually be a lot less than 6.8 mil. I used about 95 sign of the porters 4, which is a total cost of about 6k to make, and I used 95 of them, so that adds up to about 570k. So if you subtract the total profit minus those 570k, you get about 6 mil and 230k. So I guess you could round that up to about a 6.3 mil. And if you divide that by 10 hours, you get about 630k profit per hour, which is definitely not good for a mid to high level player. I sort of see myself to be that mid kind of player, but because I can't really do bossing and whatnot. But if you're a low level, this is definitely a good money making method. I used to do this a lot when I was like a really low level. And if I did this in March, like a few months ago, blue dragon hides were actually worth 6k each. So this would have been like triple the amount. So that would have been like 1.8 mil an hour for low levels, which is a lot. Now also, because I used the sign of the porters, it wasn't really that efficient, I'd say, because I have the shortcut to get there really easy. So it was only like a 1 minute run. So I really shouldn't have used those sign of the porters, but I'm a lazy fuck, so what can I say, right? But if you don't have the shortcut and you have to run all the way there, you should definitely use Sign of the Porters because I think it's just way quicker in general. Now going on to the XP that I gained actually, which I actually did use the clan avatar all the time, and actually sometimes the illumination aura, which is from the summer thing, whole summer promotion thing, whatnot. So I actually ended up gaining about 600k range experience, which is, I guess it's not the best, but it's decent for me. It was really just I was bored, so I had to do something, right? And I gained about 250k Constitution experience. I couldn't really complain about that. I leveled up to 93 Constitution from this, so that was pretty good. And about 1/4 of the way through, I actually quit picking up the bones and I started using the Bone Crusher, which immediately turns all the drop bones into experience. That gained me about 250 prayer experience, which actually made me level up to about 85 prayer, which is also pretty decent. So now I only have about 7 more levels to go to get Soul Split. So I'm really happy about the results of this. I actually finally got some money again. And I actually completely forgot to count this in, but I actually did pick up all the coins that I have gotten from this as well, which rounded up to about 150k. So you guys, you can count that in. I completely forgot about that, so sorry. Hope you guys liked this video. And if you want to see more, please let me know. I am really planning to do more of these. I was actually thinking about doing like something like Black Dragon's next, which actually does have a chance of dropping a Draconic Visage. So I'm really pumped to do that. And I'll see you guys next time. So goodbye.